Ooh, the models. The models to put in my room. I know there's no use to them, but I'm still going to buy them. What do we need to get more stock?
Hey there, just use the console to have a look-see at what I've got on hand. Hope you find something you like.
Ouch. Why am I paying for these?
With all the trouble, we're short on supplies, so I'm trading with outside sources. I'd love to give you stuff for free, but since I can't get stuff for free...
Hello.
And there's another shop over here.
Sure. Let me know what materials you need and I'll find you something.
Arms. Nothing that I want. The upgrades. The N7. Oh, that's Pathfinder armor. Should I be allowed to wear the N7 logo when I'm not an N7? What is this? A boost to XP and shields. I should take it. This one is XP, shields, and shields. I afford all of them. Yeah.
That's a relief. Thanks for helping out. I owe you one.
Oh, it's just shop.
Hey.
There's no quest or anything from them. Probably operations is where I need to go. For the majority of things.
A ray of hope for sleep-starved residents. Maintenance begins on malfunctioning sun lamps, causing unending daylight in some Nexus quarters. This is HNS.
Oh, those quests aren't being marked on... Yeah, I thought so. There's one to the right, a bunch there. Well, that's to the left, the rest of it to the right. Let's do this one first. So comes the question, do we convict him?
Let's puke on the floor. I'm gonna get sick. You're sick. Locking a man up with germs. If I die, I'm gonna sue your ass.
I hear you went down to EOS. Did you find anything to help my case?
An enemy blast to the back killed the chief. Your shot missed.
What? You're kidding me. Thank the spirits. This is great.
It just looks
Hold
weird
on there.
not having
The
any
chief's
face
omni tool
markings.
recorded you over the body. Sam, play back.
Sorry, old friend. Had to do it. I'm not dying on this rock. Shit.
Not only did you think you killed him, you meant to.
But you just said I didn't, so it doesn't matter, right? The conviction will have to be overturned. The sentence thrown out.
You know what? Tan can decide.
Director Tan will determine what's to be done. You did try to cover it all up.
Look, I'm sorry I lied, but if my shot missed, I'm innocent. Plain and simple.
We'll see about that.
Well, it probably just gets downgraded to intent. But... got a bunch of things to speak with Tan about.
Pathfinder, do you have...
Hello, Pathfinder. Hello. Director Tan is expecting you.
Last time I was here, this was a storage closet.
Pathfinder Hall just needed a Pathfinder to open.
We're still getting the commons area ready. Hydroponics is only at partial capacity.
Not good enough.
We don't have enough people. My workers need a break, Tan.
I sympathize, but not until our survival is no longer at risk. Now please excuse me while I meet with our Pathfinder. Hey, Ryder. Addison told me about the outpost. You're
Those
the hero
colors
of the
really do
hour.
clash. Still a big job.
Let's hold off on the celebration. We haven't found home yet.
Oh, there's no need for modesty. Success affords leverage over those who doubted you.
And you're my best friend.
Damn politics.
Patron, one who shares your vision of a prosperous future.
Due respect, Director Tan, but you don't know me.
Oh, I think I do. Your ingenuity speaks for itself, Ryder. Deciphering the vault, alien terraforming. It's not how we imagined all this, but a good Pathfinder improvises. And a great one hangs it on the wall. Yours are the first trophies to grace Pathfinder Hall. You're a symbol now, Ryder. A reason for people to believe.
Just getting started.
I plan on doing a lot more than that.
That's the confidence we need. Take charge and ignore your critics.
Careful, he'll end up adopting you, Ryder.
Ah, my staff.
Colleagues, you wouldn't be looking to cut us out, would you, Tan?
I remind you, I am the director of the initiative.
Acting director.
This isn't the time for arguing over who gets to be king. Too much is at stake. We should be cooperating.
That's what I've been saying since we arrived.
Then I look forward to winning our Pathfinder support.
I have concerns about your decision on Eos, Ryder. An outpost full of scientists won't do as much good if the Kett attack.
But it will help support the Nexus. Improved research could help feed our people.
And we could argue about it all day long, as we always do. The decision was made. Now we move on. What is your plan for moving on, Ryder?
We have a lead on the terraforming network. I need to take the Tempest deeper into the sector to investigate. If the other Golden Worlds are where they should be, this could get us closer to them.
Careful. The Kett are scouring the cluster for remnant technology. You'll end up in a fight, for sure. You might also run into exiles. They didn't leave the Nexus on good terms.
And we still need more outposts. They're important to expanding the station.
Though with Ark still missing, this could be a chance for Ryder to search for them. Yes, I think that's best. You have my permission.
I wasn't really asking for it.
Of course. I support that kind of enthusiasm.
Right.
Ooh, level 8.
Ryder, this is Harry, back on the Ark.
Go ahead.
We may have found a way to talk to your brother, sort of. Drop by when you can. Hyperion Medbay.
Will do.
Pathfinder, we are to contact Director Addison as soon as possible.
Right. She had something that could help with our job.
A lot of things coming up. Didn't I have to speak to Tan? Who do I speak with? Keeps changing my mission. Ooh, an interview. It's the personnel one. I'm gonna do the first murder. Is that here? No, that's the assistant. Why is that sparking? Oh, right, that was sabotaged. There you are. Why does that need to be on display?
You've had a year to think about it.
It's the Scourge, Director Tan. Its origin defies all known explanation.
Ryder, you're off to a promising start. I meant what I said. You are a symbol now of hope that things will get better. Though I worry about this terraforming network. What do we really know about it?
It's
Nothing.
like nothing we've ever seen. It's clear somebody had big plans for this cluster.
But who?
Not sure yet, but at least we're on the trail.
Did you have some other business?
Yep, the murder charge.
Director, I checked out that murder. Nilkin didn't do it, but there's proof that he meant to.
This is unfortunate. We're trying to give the people a sense of stability, leadership they think they can count on. And we're setting precedent for justice here in Andromeda. Now this, a convicted murderer who didn't commit the murder.
These things are almost never black and white.
I know. If we suppress the evidence and uphold the conviction, we're banishing a man for a crime he technically didn't commit. If we throw the conviction out, we're freeing a man who tried to take matters into his own hands, then covered it up. Your investigation complicated this. You should take responsibility for the outcome. Do we still exile him for murder?
Release him. I mean, yeah, I just finished going through all the original trilogy just before this. And I have played this before when it first came out. And I mean, I do like the upgrades to the engine, the game engine and everything. It plays better, but the storyline, I don't like the removal of the Paragon Renegade system. So basically all of my choices all around things don't really make any difference.
It was crazy down there. Life and death. But his shot didn't kill Reynolds. We have to let him go.
You're a bottom line type of person. I hope we don't regret it. All right, so be it. He will do community service for his role in the chaos. But he's a free man. Well, at least we'll have the sordid business behind us.
Yeah, it's got features removed that I would have liked to have kept. But I guess they shrunk it down by reducing the amount of dialogue there is. The combat system is a lot more fluid. What's next?
Ryder, isn't it? Kerry Tavessa, freelance vidmaker. This is Hakim, my producer. I could use your help.
What are you looking for?
Director Tan's asked for an uplifting documentary on the initiative. Translation, paint rainbows over our problems. But our problems are history. People deserve the truth, not propaganda.
I mean, yeah, for a bunch of glitches and everything, but I don't ever recall seeing that many glitches. People were just harking on about the facial animations mainly. I don't feel like flirting with her.
It takes integrity to record the truth and nothing but.
Well, I do my best. And you could help me out. The heart of my documentary will be an interview series. I was hoping you'd take part. I want the dirt and blood of our story, not the convenient fairy tale Tan's looking for. Interested?
You don't mind treading on the initiative director's toes?
What would he do? Pull funding we don't have? I'm game if you are.
Okay, interview away.
Let's start at home. 14 months and the Nexus still isn't finished. Arcs are missing, we have people in exile. By any standard, this wasn't the plan. Our leadership describes these as anticipated issues. Would you agree?
Wasn't a plan. I mean, they're not anticipated issues. But saying we need to do better doesn't match up.
We still have to fix them. Everyone, leaders included, needs to pitch in. Let's be honest about these challenges and how we're going to face them.
Nice. Won't make you popular with the leaders, but it's good to hear. Bandwidth means I'm transmitting in short bursts, so that's all for now. But you can bet I'll have more questions later. You were great. I'll get to work editing.
I guess it was around the time most games were moving away from... Actually, no, they would have already had in-game cutscenes for a while. But they were returning back to in-game. Yeah. They're trying to be realistic in-game without pre-recorded. What do we have? Addison and... the assistant.
Please address concerns first with Director Addison. One must obey protocol.
You have a job. If you want to keep it, do it. God damn it. You've shaken things up, Pathfinder. My department actually has colonial affairs to direct. And you have new tools to help grow the initiative. AVP, ready for spending.
Sam said there was new functionality to discuss.
It's how the initiative was designed to support the Pathfinder. You and your team are out there making Andromeda viable.
What did they get by saying the Pathfinder? There should have been 4 Pathfinders at least.
A new group can be brought out. Want more focus on research, like on prodromos? That's your call. Brecker will introduce the interface and handle minutiae. All you need to do is decide what life in Andromeda means. No pressure.
Hello, Pathfinder. I am Cryo Deployment Administrator Vladimir Brecker, C-63 Galati. Your first task is to decide irrevocably the course of every life in the initiative.
You're kidding?
Yes, of course. But now you respect what we're doing. Andromeda viability and Nexus thresholds are your tools.
Yeah, I haven't been keeping up with any of the information on other Mass Effect games.
What's the rundown on AVP?
Much of the preparation in the Milky Way was determining how to measure success. Thresholds are about capacity, but
Though I am a bit annoyed at how much
what we can actually afford.
Parts of this game feel unfinished.
Points aren't the most elegant system, but it makes it clear.
There are things set up to do things, but nothing comes from it.
How are you measuring thresholds?
It's based on resource estimates and general stability, a metric of acceptable scope and risk. The more you achieve, the greater
I have no idea.
can accommodate.
Probably the PC version, but I'm on the Xbox One.
The more you do, the more room we have to grow.
So I decide what groups to wake up. Won't everyone be out eventually?
Absolutely. But there's an order to things, a lines of support. You can't deploy an omelet without first deploying eggs. And eggs won't get you steak. Except it's people, and how all our lives begin.
What's first?
Alright, Brecca. Where do I start?
The interface is active and will respond
Hello.
only with Pathfinder.
I'm trying to work out how to pronounce
Ready
that.
for your first selection. You may begin shaping the initiative
Hero
at your
lever.
leisure.
Thanks for the follow. I don't think I got that right. Okay, status control. We have 1 pod available. Hello, welcome in. Mining operations. I probably do want the materials so I can make things. But that gains research points. You know, I can gain research points manually at the moment, but mining's a bit more annoying. Yeah, I'm doing good this evening. The next quest. There's still something up here.
Pathfinder.
Okay, getting someone... Yeah, getting someone out of cryo.
I have info on a specific sleeper I'd like brought out of cryo.
I want to avoid that entirely. For reasons.
Reasons. That's it?
Look, you're the Pathfinder. If you've a request for your extended team, that's a request you can make. Access the sleeper records through Brecker's console. It's none of my business. Until you make it a problem for me. Understood?
Yeah, thanks. It was just 2 images that I merged together. There's a specific program to do that for you.
Pathfinder, AVP leveling continues as per your directions. And of course, the interface remains
I mean,
accessible for
technically not a commissioned artist. These are just free to use that I've colored in.
Now we're
We want to get someone out of cryo.
I have a specific person I want brought out of cryo.
Name and designation if available.
That's it? You'll just do it?
Nowhere in my job description does it say, argue with the Pathfinder. That said, I record all interactions. If something you ask for causes trouble, there'll be no doubt that you're responsible.
No, I don't. I'm not exactly an artist. I mean, I can modify images and such to how it suits me, but actually drawing the lines, that seems to escape me. So we need to get... We need to get both of them, but...
I heard that the chief engineer on EOS went back into cryo.
There have been a few such requests. The first few months in Helios were disheartening.
Now that Prodromos is on track, I want her redeployed.
Chief Engineer Grace Lito, designation E97 Durango. Deployment will begin shortly. Is there anything else, Pathfinder?
One other person. What's with the ID designations?
Why do some colonists have a number letter designation?
All initiative members do. In a CV file somewhere, anyway.
I mean,
it isn't relevant
Izia...
everyone is doing everything.
Technically, Izia's design goes back 20 years, but I only got and bothered to make the PNGs, what was it, 8 months ago?
I wasn't aware I had one.
You were in select company, even before you were made Pathfinder. Sara Ryder, Pathfinder. Specialist designation, A03 Malapa.
Something interesting?
An A and low odds. Someone's an early adopter.
I have a specific person I want brought out of cryo.
Name and designation if available.
Let's keep this between us. Here's the info.
Deployment will begin shortly. Is there anything else, Pathfinder?
Yeah, that's everything for this quest.
Another time.
Pathfinder.
I think. Oh great, they want me to go back to the planet. So, nothing up here. Okay, no more quests in this area. So that's the Honoron system. That's probably what we'll go for there. Oh, there's a button to mark all it's red. Good.
Authorities continue work to establish contact with our Milky Way descendants. As of now, beacons confirming arrival in Helios remain unanswered. This is HNS.
Why do they bother with that loading screen if it's just going to jump into a black screen? So where are you? Oops, I need to go up that...
Wouldn't it be more practical to build these vaults to the
Pathfinder
surface?
Ryder, if you will.
Rachni engineers mastered underground construction a millennium.
Hello, Pathfinder. A moment?
What can I do for you, Doctor?
I have a math problem. Some vital equations that only a mind like Sam's could solve. They concern strange transmission patterns in the Scourge. Perhaps random noise, perhaps not.
That could be a ship, or even turbulence in the Scourge we should know about.
Given the complexity and the security implications, I recommend transferring the equations directly into SAM node. I have them on an optical storage disk for you.
I'll see if I have time.
Thank you, Pathfinder. Please thank Sam as well.
I'm getting this is a virus vibes from this mission.